Famous actor Woody Harrelson has maintained a plant-based lifestyle for over 30 years and is an activist who actively practices and spreads values that go beyond a simple diet, embracing animal rights, ethics, environmental protection, and the expansion of compassion toward all living beings. Interestingly, Woody Harrelson's plant-based journey began with health issues and later expanded into ethical and environmental convictions. In his mid-20s, while riding a bus, a woman who saw him constantly blowing his nose and his face covered in acne diagnosed him with lactose intolerance. Following her advice, he cut out dairy products, and his symptoms disappeared within a few days, which was the first trigger for him to change his diet. He said, "When I first changed my diet, it was more of an energetic pursuit rather than a moral or ethical pursuit." He mainly follows a raw vegan diet and emphasizes the physical benefits of a plant-based diet, stating, "If I eat cooked food, I feel my energy drop. Vegetarianism made me healthier." He also mentions that diet is important as the secret to his youthful appearance. He compares food to the fuel put into a car, saying, "We sometimes care more about what kind of fuel and oil we put in our car than the fuel we put in our bodies. A plant-based diet is a cleaner burning fuel." The plant-based diet that began for health reasons led to deep reflection on animal welfare and ethics over time. Really, my message is simple. It's a message of compassion. In this world that is spinning, crazy, and out of control, we must all realize that we are connected. We must strive to live in harmony. He stated, "I've always cared about animals, but I think I was turning a blind eye not only to the cruelty of the dairy industry, and that it is the same as the meat industry, but also to how destructive and disgusting the seafood industry is." After watching videos of calves being separated from their mother cows, he became convinced that he had to become completely vegan. Shocked by the cruel handling of pigs near an event called Bacon Bash, he sent a letter to the governor of Texas urging the event to be banned. He strongly criticized it, saying, "This violent spectacle encourages both children and adults to scare, injure, and torment animals for entertainment. The world doesn't need more bullies," raising his voice against inflicting unnecessary and unjust suffering on animals. Harrelson constantly emphasizes the destructive impact of meat production on the environment, arguing that a plant-based diet is a key way to save the planet. In a video titled "Our House is on Fire," in which he appeared with Billie Eilish, he mentioned the climate emergency, saying, "From California to the Amazon, our forests are burning. We are in a climate emergency." Pointing out the massive impact of animal agriculture on global warming, water scarcity, and ecosystem destruction, he said, "It bothers me that so many people eat meat and dairy and still consider themselves environmentalists." He emphasizes that individual food choices are an important way to help the environment. We live in a very unsustainable world, and all these giant industries that are robbing Mother Earth every day while receiving massive subsidies and tax breaks are like dinosaurs. I hope they go the way of the dinosaur. We need to transition to a society where agriculture and industry are combined. He expresses deep concern over unsustainable industrial methods and deforestation. To Woody Harrelson, a plant-based diet is not a simple diet, but a philosophy of life that encompasses health, ethics, and the environment, and is one of his greatest achievements. Becoming vegan was the biggest change I made in my life, and also one of my greatest achievements. He says that just a single day of practice cutting out meat and dairy can have a major impact on protecting the earth and all living beings, encouraging non-vegetarians to take an easy and meaningful first step. We hope that Woody Harrelson's story will help people deeply understand why they should adopt a plant-based diet in terms of compassion, ethics, and environmental responsibility, and gain the motivation to put it into practice.